Okay, I think the stream is now working, and welcome everybody. Today is another stream, and it has been a while since we have streamed. So I will quickly show you what we have accomplished since then. Basically, we already have a playable internal demo, which I can show you in a second. Like this one, a little bit. The table is a little bit dirty. Okay, so let's talk about the game. Yeah, the last time has been in April, I think. That's quite a while. Almost, or pretty much even more than maybe 4 months. Was it in April? I'm not sure. Could be. It has been a long time. So basically there have been a few changes since then, but nothing too dramatic. Rather improvements to the progress. And for this I will quickly go over them and show you what has changed since then. Yeah, let us start up a little bit. So the first improvement, as you can see over here, is we updated Unreal Engine to the version 5.6. The project originally has been started with, I think, 5.4, and now it's at 5.6. So almost the newest. If we take a look at Epic Games Launcher, you will see what's the newest here over Unreal Engine. Let me see. Unreal Engine. Library. Okay. The newest is 5.6, it seems. So yeah, we are basically in the newest version, and that's great. There's even an update for this. Okay, that's whatever. Yeah, what has changed in the game? Let's take a look at that. What has changed is basically we created a demo level here already, and I can also quickly start the game for you so you can take a look. We adjusted the jumping, and as you can see here, we already implemented some level relevant items, like these things that spin when you jump. It's almost like in Mario. There are also something like this that will spin if you jump. So we have some basic UI, as you can see at the bottom left. The health and the Hutch at the top left is actually some coins you can collect, like the Kong coins. For this I will quickly show you by moving one of those coins down there. Let's move this one, not this one. Yeah, this one. So if you collect this, then you will get a Hutch coin. And this one is probably, I don't know, C or H, the last H. So if I collect this, there you see I collected the H, and yeah, this is some kind of collectible you will have in the stages later in the game, which will be well hidden, and you have to find them. As you can see, also some animations are in there already, and we also adjusted the jump height to our liking and stuff like this. There's also an enemy at the bottom. I will trigger him real quick, and then you will see what he does. He shoots 3 times, and you will be hit. And I can dodge roll some of them, and yeah. Okay. And I killed him, but I have 1 life left. But yeah, there's also some resetting already in, but it's not polished in any way. So we will just restart at the beginning of the stage where you have been starting. Yeah, the game with. Another thing we have here is letters. I implemented the letter system here already, so you can go up and down. And what you can also do, quickly show that to you. I'll put it here. What you can also do is it has some kind of one way at the top, and you can, just like Megaman, you can walk them up and stand on them. You can also jump on them to stand on them directly, but yeah, this was a pretty tricky system because actually you can see at the points how it works. So if I enter the range of this one way at the top from the bottom, then it will ignore me. As you can see here, the red point was its center, and the blue point was my position at the feet, and then it will ignore me. But as soon as I'm at the top, it will stop ignoring me. And if I press down over here, then I will turn it off again, something like this. Yeah. So it has been a quite tricky system. This is also the case if I jump from the top on it. You can see it will be activated, and it doesn't seem that complicated, but it is more complicated than I thought it would be. So basically, we have already a few different type of enemies. We also already improved the countering system. I will show you in a minute. We improved it by making sure that the user can reliably counter stuff and is also invincible in that time. So when you see here, I want to be able to I want to be able to reliably counter those, and not be annoyed by them. That was an important thing for us, because it will be an important element of the game to counter stuff. Yeah. And there have been a few changes here and there. I'm not sure if I had the charging already when in my last stream, but you can also charge now. There are two different types of charges, the half charge and the full charge. Yeah, what else is there to say? I think that's pretty much it, what has changed. It has been a few things that changed, but now we are in a good state. We have a good base, I think, to move on from this. And yeah, my current ticket is actually let's move this back down here. I will remove this enemy because he's very annoying. We'll put this on here. Yeah, what there. So my current ticket is I want to restart. I want to have some kind of restart or level start animation. I already worked on that, to be honest, which I am not even sure where it was. So I will take a look here. Also, one thing I want to do today is I want to implement the police car that is part of the intro from Renato, and for this I will have to go to Google Drive real quick and take a look at what he has uploaded there, because I completely forgot what he has made. So I think it was exports, no? Sounds testing, game design, marketing controls. Oh, wrong folder. There it is. Okay. Graphics, cop car. He called it cop car. Okay. So it's a Blender file. Let me quickly check this. or I will completely download the whole thing. And then we can check the file, what he has made for us to use. Extract all. Take a look at the cop car. There's the Blender file. It has been a while since I opened Blender, so I probably have to get used to it again. There it is, okay. So this is the car. Okay, interesting. It has a lot of cubes, cylinder. Oh, it has even an antenna. Okay. I think we can do this smooth shading as well, to be honest. But I won't touch it for now. You know what? Let's try importing this. Let's try importing this and see what happens. But before I import this, I will have to check what I have. Okay, we will put this here. Models. Let's click. Okay. And over here we will put the FBX. So what he is trying to do is import generic blah blah blah. Animations. I don't think we have any animations here. Okay. Let's import that and see what happens. Okay. I see, okay. Yeah, there's a slight problem. But I will have to report this and see what happens. Check light. Okay, still don't need that. Let's remove it. Okay, I think we have to reparent this. But first of all, quickly delete this stuff. So call it Control P. Set parent to keep transform whatever. Like this. Let me check what happens when I select the other thing. I don't know what this is. It's been turned off anyway. Okay. So I'm trying around. Okay, we can ignore that. Let's export this. And what we actually want is mesh. There's no armature. No. Okay, let's do it like this. Geometry. I think we can keep everything else as is. Export this. And have a look back in this and actually remove all of this. Delete. And try to re-import the cock. I think the animation is still not needed, so let's turn it off. Okay. Is it better now? No, it's not. Okay. Or it is? What is this? Okay, this is... there's something wrong in here. Let's delete that again. Let's check. What else we can do? Let's turn this back. And let's see what we can do. Vertex triangle. How can I merge stuff? Control N maybe. I have to really quickly check. We have to do a real quick break soon. Sorry for the inconvenience, but we'll be back soon, and then continue where we left off. But there's something really strange. Let's ask Gemini for this real quick. How can I merge multiple objects into one model in Blender so we can merge it into Unreal Engine? Join function. This is a quick and simple way to combine separate objects into one without altering their geometry. How to join objects in Blender. Select all objects. Okay. Control J. Okay, I thought so. Ah, okay. Okay. I want to move this to the other place. Seems like it's not possible. I want to move this here. Whatever. Okay. Let's re-export this. Export FBX, and over here we still select only the mesh, and there it goes. And over here we'll delete what we had. And now we will see what happens when I re-import this thing. Okay. What is this? Yeah, okay. Now it's at least one car. But I think there's a big issue. So many cubes. Okay. Okay. That's not right still. But We'll do it one more. We will do one more thing. First thing is we will delete. Or do I have to delete them? Maybe I forgot to select only visible. Yeah, visible objects. So that should be. This should fix a few things. Okay, this does look better now. Let's check this. Put more left. Like so. Okay, the tires are not there. At least the one side is not there. Okay, I think Renato has to work on this again because I am not sure if he knows how to export the stuff. But all in all, it looks almost good. So I would suggest, yeah, I think when joining, I broke a few things. The reason is, I think, yeah, because these are some modifiers. He needs to apply. Yeah, otherwise it won't get exported correctly. Okay, I will inform him, and until then, we will do a small break, and I will be back in around 20 minutes. So see you later, alligator. Okay, here we are. And continue where we have left off. So basically, I informed Renato that that there are a few things that need to be improved. Most importantly, I tasked him to take a look at his model and try to export it and import it into Unreal Engine and see what else has to be fixed. I think it's mostly fine. This could be smooth. He needs to merge it all together. He has to remove the old stuff. And he has to, first of all, he has to also yeah, he has to also apply the modifiers. This doesn't have any modifier. This has modifier. This doesn't have. So yeah, all in all, it's fine. I think we can use this, but he has to apply the modifiers. Of course. Also remove the lights and camera and whatever. He doesn't have to do this, but since we don't need it, he can and he should maybe. So let us take a look at the level start sequence. What we have here. This has been implemented a few weeks ago, months even. And I totally forgot what I did. So we have to take a look at this and check what I did and to see if it is adjustable to every stage and also every position. So let's take a look. So at begin play, we wait a few seconds. That's defined in start after seconds, and then we run the function create intro sequence and bind and play. What it does is make movies scene sequence playback settings. Okay. Play rate is the animation speed. We want to play this one. The other out actor, create level sequence. Okay. So this is the sequence actor, yeah. And yeah. Sequence player and sequence actor. And then we play that, the sequence player. I think we could also do it like this, but we will keep it as it is. And then we bind to the event on finished. Then we will play the finished function, which means to stop this and destroy the actor, the sequence actor. And also we can destroy itself. Or maybe not, because we might need to restart this. Of course, we could also just yeah, let's keep it as it is. We can also destroy this. Destroy doesn't have any. Destroy actor. Can I do it like this? Nope. Remove something like this. Remove. Okay, we can't. So we'll simply stop it. Maybe there's something like stop and remove. Stop. And okay. What is stop doing? Let's check. Stop playback and move the cursor to the end. I'll start for reverse playback after sequence. Okay, I get it. I suppose it will automatically clean itself up. So what I see here is it is probably going to automatically do that. So let's just move it here and see what happens when we Let's move this one over here, maybe there. Okay. Let's see what happens when we run this. Is it the position of this thing? Maybe it's this position. Okay, let's move it here. We can also. Okay, let's start this. Let's see what happens. Nothing. Okay. Start after seconds, 2, and then net load up. So it would start after 2 seconds? Yes, it does. Okay. Okay. I'm still not 100% sure I understand what happens. On finished, we remove this and let's try. Position player to dummy. When is that called? I think this is called from the sequence player. Right, intro, sequence, bind and play. Okay. Hide the player during play. Okay, that's weird. Okay, this is also always starting at 0. Does it have to start always at 0? Play rate, loop, random times, disable movement inputs, disable look at inputs, hide UI, disable. What happens when I hide UI? Disable camera cuts, force keep state. Pause at the end, okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's try it again. Okay, so it is made for a specific place, and only that place. Let's take a look at the sequence. So when I play this, okay. So the question is, can I have to remove this? Oh no, that's fine. The sequencer. We will ask Gemini, as always, when we don't know what to do. We will ask Gemini, because this is also something new to me. I'm not that experienced with the level sequencer. Can I play level sequence at another position? In RNGO, you can play a level sequence at a different location by using a transform origin location. This feature allows you to define a new origin point for the entire sequence. So all the animation and transforms within it is relative to the actor's position. Okay, so this means when I go here, I create the actor, and before I play it, I set the location. Where's the sequence actor? Sequence actor. Get set location. Set actor location. Get actor location. To whatever this is. Okay. Put it like this. Okay. So let's see what happens. Let's close the sequencer again. It's gone. And now it should at least play at this location. It does absolutely not. And this is not what I thought it would happen. Sequence actor. Okay, let's try it again. Nope. Okay, what is it saying? Create a level sequence actor in your level. Drag and drop a level sequence actor. This will be actor you place in the world to represent the cinematic. Enable instance data override within the level sequence actor selected. Go to the details panel and okay. I think this is something we have been missing. Let's see. Instance data override. Instance data set override instance data. Okay, so we want to override it. Enable specification of dynamic instance data to be supplied to the sequencer. Okay. Assign transform origin actor. After enabling the override, a new field called transform origin override will appear. This is where you assign the actor that will act as the new origin of the sequence. We don't even have to do this. Assign transform origin. After enabling override, a new field called transform origin. Or is it the sequence actor? Transform origin. Override origin. Override origin. Nothing. Okay. Okay. I think this is wrong what we do. I'll quickly check if this did anything. No, it didn't. Okay. Let's remove this and remove this again. I think there's an issue. I think there's an issue. Okay. We'll take a look at this video and learn this together.
So you painstakingly created your level sequence with camera shakes, camera animations, Niagara effects, and spawnable actors. But you now decide that you want to move it from here to a different location with a different rotation. And the last thing you want to do is to have to go through your entire level sequence moving these keys.
That's right. That's the last thing I want to do.
The transform, the location and origin of the entire sequence without having to change all the keys individually. Today we're going to have a look at that. So the way that you do it is if you go to your level sequence in the editor and go to the details, you might think you can change the transform here and that would change the sequence, but that won't work because it only changes the level sequence actor visually in the editor. what you need to do is go down to the instance data and tick the override instance data box. That now gives you access to the transform origin actor and the transform origin.
Mm.
And the way that level sequences work is that all of the actors in your level sequence are relative to an origin. And by default, that origin is at 0, 0, 0 with 0
Okay.
degrees of rotation.
So you're telling me that if I go here, it has to be the level instance actor. So if I put it here, then I can do that. Level sequence actor. Okay, so it should be possible, as I had it in here. Actually, I wasn't that far away. Yeah. So what we will do is we will pick the actor, override instance data. We'll set it to true. And when we do that, then we will instance data. Set default instance data. Make instance data. Nope. I want to do it by code. So let's quickly check this out again. Continue.
So when you're authoring your sequences, it's always best to use this transform as the origin. For instance, if I wanted to simply move the level sequence that is playing in front of the character to maybe 300 units across, I could change the transform origin here. So I could change that to 300. And if I then save the sequence and go back and play it here, it will now move 300 units to the right, but it will transform all of the origin points. I could also do that. Yeah, and just pick one, play it in front of this arrow instead of front of this character.
Things up a little bit.
I could also do that. So if I go back to the tutorial here, go back to the instance data, we set the origin back to its default. We can pick an origin actor. So you could click on this icon here and just pick one from the scene. So pick arrow. And if we save that and then activate it here, and now when we play, again, it will now play in front of the arrow. And everything should be transferred in terms of the keys, the shakes, the camera movements, the Niagara effects, and the spawned actor. So that all works as we would expect. Similarly, if I was to take this and maybe rotate it, so this is the arrow. If I was to rotate it, say 60 degrees, save that, and now play it, key, and every time I press that, the actual
override using blueprints, okay,
is to create a level sequence player and choose our tutorial sequence that we're playing. Set override instance data from the actor. We then need to get the instance data. So get instance, default instance data. And the thing that will trip you up here is that you can't change anything directly on here. You need to cast it to a default level sequence instance data, which is
what happened to the quality?
Once you've done that, you now have access to the instance data. And from here, you can say set transform origin or set.
Okay. Okay. Let's to get instance default instance data. Do it like this and cast to default level sequence instance data. Okay. And what we do then is set transform origin actor, which would be and then this should be working. So now it should play at the right location. But what we will do here is we will promote a variable. Do it like this, okay. Okay, so what we do here is initialize collapse the function. Initial init no, don't do it like this. Like this. Collapse the function. Init level sequence. And then we can collapse the macro. Collapse nodes. And play and handle animation sequence finish. Okay, so it's pretty neat and small. Begin play now. Play the music again. We'll see what happens. Okay. Oops. I mean, it still didn't work. It worked differently, let's say it that way. It's differently. Let's go here and not set the actor. Set origin, transform origin. Build location. So let's see what happens. Okay, that's weird. Oh, it actually does play this location, so it's just weird. It's just not correctly set. I know. Okay, I understand. Yeah. That is bad. I think we can remove this. This was fine. When we take a look at this, we'll see it plays here. The reason for that is when we created that animation, it was not at 0. It was rather at some weird location. So basically what we need to do here is we need to zero out this stuff, which is gonna be kind of ugly, because as you can see here, where is this stuff? Okay, so actually only thing that's relevant to us are these two things. So this means okay, we'll do that. The last thing is, the first thing is this guy. So it starts at minus 160, which is too much. So we'll put this at 0, 0, 0. Yeah. So we'll put here then is 385. I think that's even too much. This will be 0. No, we can keep this 230. X and Y, okay. So we need to change Z. We can change Z over here. Okay. No, Z has to stay as it is. Okay, that's a bit confusing here. I have to change this one. And then change this one as well. Yeah, we have to basically fix the animation, which is fine. So 0, 0, 0. What we need to do here is move this on X a little bit to the back. And what we'll do then is, so let's say minus 1000. Minus 1000. And over here, this is, so we have to stop here. So this needs to be something like this. And this needs to be something like, so what we want is actually that this position of this thing is the 0, is the player start. So what we have to do is we have to position this in a way that we can accomplish this. So we will move this even further back, something like this. And we'll drive here. What is this? So this, where is he appearing? He is appearing here. So this should be the endpoint. Okay, that sound effect is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. So he will come here. He will turn around. The turn already, suck. Here. Okay, I think the positioning is a bit off. So basically what we want is something like this. This is completely wrong. So we'll have to do it like this. Something like this. And this one is gonna be not like this, okay. Something like this. It has to be here. I don't know why he's doing that turn. I think at this point we have to be something like this. And at this point we have to be something like this. And at this point we have to be something like this. This is completely fucked. No, 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 no. Okay. So let's see what happens when we play this. So at this point, I think we can even, not this way, can move it further, like here. Okay. The question is, why is he even moving on the x-axis, on the y-axis? He shouldn't. So we'll keep it at 0. Let's play it again and see. I think this is workable. The thing is, the question is, where is he jumping? So his last location is... It should be at 0, 0. I'm not sure why this is not at 0. Can we start at 0? Well, that's the x-axis, which is fine. So his last location should be at 0, 0. We'll do it like this, 0, and like this, 0. Which does make the rest look a bit weird. Which does look a little bit weird because this means the rest is also wrong. It's too far away. So we'll go back as this guy has to be close to 0. So this means we'll have to go even further, something like this. And this one has also be further, something like this. And this one is okay. So I mean at some point it is moving on the y-axis, which is here. So what we will do is we'll move this here. And this is fine. What is this? Here. Yeah. This is fine. And then what he has to do here is he has to move. No, this is also fine. To the other side. So in this case, it's more like, okay, let's say 0, it's fine. And this is the point. So this guy has to turn. So what if we move this down here? What is this actually? Okay. I have to move this as well. Like so, okay. And this one here. And like this. Okay. So what this has to do is we also have to move this further like this. So basically this has to be moved, and this also has to be moved. And what is happening here? Okay, that's fine. This looks good. So he has to jump out here. That's where he has to jump out. That's where he has to jump out. That's a police car, and here is... So what we'll do is we'll simply move this over here. That's where he has to jump out. So we move this up here. Where did I turn it? Ah, there. Visibility, okay. It has to be visible from here. The thing is that he also has to start from there. So basically what we will do here is we'll move this guy over here. So we will move this guy over here. And okay. Something like this, okay. Move this guy over here, and what we will also do is we will fix his position. Which would be rather something like this, okay. Okay, something like this. The thing is, this one now has to be something like this. This one has to be something like, it's way too far. It's also way too far, okay. Something like, let's be something like 0. Okay. So this means this is already too far. Actually, we don't need to move it. Oh, we can move it up here. We'll keep this at 0. And then we will keep this also at 0. Okay. This looks good. So what we need to do here is we need to do the same. So on the z-axis, we'll start there, then move up, and move down to 0. And also here we want to move down to 0. Go up, go 0. I'm not sure why I need this. I think this is not needed, to be honest. Okay. Okay, we have to turn off the sound effects because I'm getting crazy here. Attach to group, move to solids, okay. Yeah, we can clean that later. What we want to do here is turn this off because it's also annoying. Okay, so let's check what happens. The car comes, he jumps out. Okay. So what I see here is that the animation is not correctly playing because we need to move this pixel. I have this strange feeling that the car is not on the correct y-axis, which would cause a few issues because we need it to be at the correct y-axis, or z-axis in this case, which is actually the case. It's just wrong. So I'll move this back to 0, and now it's fine. But then it's also a problem with our character because he then also needs to start at rather down, like something like this. Okay. And maybe ever so slightly move to the right. Okay, let's see what happens. Car comes, he jumps. That's good, okay. The sound effect is still at the wrong position. So we have to check where the sound effect is, okay. Okay, this is fine. I think this has to be moved a little bit to the left. Like here. Okay, okay. What is this? Okay, there's something wrong here. Man kann dich sehen. Jetzt gibt's ein Video von dir, wie du durchs Bild krabbelst. Hier. Okay. Okay. Car drift. Okay, jump. Oh. I don't know, I have a lot of sound effects here that doesn't make sense at all. What the hell? Okay. Okay, so first of all, the animation is not correct because he's... Yeah, this doesn't make sense. It's also not... It's way too slow. here. What is this? I don't think we need this. Oops. Okay, we want to delete this. And then we want to delete this. And then we want to move this over here. Can I scale this? Is it possible to scale the animation? Maybe not. What was the scaling tool? It's Control Alt. More R. Okay. Didn't work. Whatever I did there, it was not what I intended. I tell this. Show all stacks. Okay. So location, that's police car. We want this guy. And he has... This is fine. This has to be moved. I think we can keep it here. Like this. But what is that? Move it like this. Boop. 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 Okay. Going down a little bit slow. The tempo is not right yet. Yeah, actually the spread is also wrong. We need to change that. PP Hutch dummy. Edit in blueprint. We'll open that real quick. This is the dummy. Hutch idle. Idle. Okay. So I have to move this up. It's 0. What happens? Okay. Okay, so what we also have to do is to set the sprite events. Which cell to which idle. Okay. Let's check how we can change that. Knockback roll. Okay. So this looks. Okay, we also have to fix this. Okay. There it is. Okay. So we'll go back to idle. Okay, that doesn't make sense at all. I didn't save, or what happened? Mm-hmm. Oh. So I want this. Why is that not working? Ah, okay. So riddle. Okay, these are two events. Okay, so let's see what happens. We'll play this. It's not smooth at all, but it is something. Maybe it's also too high. Let's fix that. Let's fix that. So this is starting here and then getting very high and then getting down again. Okay. So what we will do is we will move this back down a little bit. And what we will do here is we will move this down a little bit. And what we will do, what is this? What is this? Let's move that out of the way. This looks kind of good. Yeah. So the police car can also go away a little bit quicker. I think this can go. This here a little bit. Like so. Like so. Like so. I think I accidentally deleted Hutch. Okay. No, it's fine. Oh man, I hate this editor. So this doesn't make sense. Let's remove this. This is fine. Okay, this is fine. Ah, I hate this. What we'll do here is this. And what I also do here is also move this in the right direction, which is something like this. Okay, so let's move it up here. We can keep it that way, and we will also just set the transform. And we can remove this. Okay, remove this. And then set this guy to this. Yeah, that's kind of slow. Yeah. Okay, so we have it all positioned at 0 now, and we have to check where we position the character. We'll get the okay, so this is fine. Select the location, get player index. Okay, okay, so this should work. Oh no, the engine died. Close it. I hope. I think I saved. Yeah. Let's see if that works. What we did there, and then we can close the stream for today. I think we did a lot of progress. So what it did not save, actually. Let's reopen them. Please, 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 please. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. So solids, let's turn that off. Okay. Okay, it looks good. Let's save that and close it. Close the level sequencer, and let's move on to this place and see what happens when we press play. Okay, yeah, that's a bit too fast, if you ask me. It's a bit too fast, but we can slow that down. Currently, I have a play rate of 3. We'll do it back to 1. Okay. Okay, it generally works, but it looks weird, very weird. So maybe we'll open a level that's pretty much empty. Maybe main menu. What main is okay? Can't see anything here. Let's see what happens. Open the level sequence here. Okay. You can see it. Yeah, it's not optimal. So level main is also not good. So let's make a new level. For this kind of stuff. Levels, let's create a new level. Sequence playground. Okay. Oh, I want this. On recent levels, main. Here. What happens when I play this? Nothing. Okay. Perfect. Let's go back to this. What we can here is what we can do here is we can add some lights. Sky atmosphere. Maybe we use the tool for that. Texture, animation, landscape, foliage. Where was that? I kind of forgot, to be honest. Sorry, don't kill me. Outliner, viewports, image, details, content, cinematics. Environment light mixer, I think that was it. Create skylight. No. That was directional light, okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's add a solid. Let's add a solid. Solid. So we can add something. Like this. Okay. 0, 0, 0. So what happens when I open the level sequence here? Let's see. It did play kind of fast, I think. So let's see what happens when we play this. Yeah, this is absolutely bullshit. Yeah, I think we have to clean this up tomorrow. It's getting somewhere, but it's kind of annoying work. What if I turn this off? Yeah. It was so annoying. So the first issue is we start way too far behind. So what we want to do is we actually want to also remove all of this stuff that we don't need. I think this is fine. This is the X value, it's coming from outside. Spinning here. And then going back. So what is this? Why do we have two? This has to go over here. And this has to be a lot further to the right. So something like this. So this looks better. What we'll do here as well is we do it like this. So this means what is this? Okay, it's moving the Y. Maybe we should keep it like this. We can turn off the time dilatation as well. It's kind of a cool feature. We actually need this right now. Or like something like this. Bearing, then I think this is a small issue. Because I think we have to move this a little earlier. So well, this looks a lot better. So we also have to do is for Hutch. To do a more natural jump. So what he does here is he will move up and then stick to the X, which is a little bit problematic. This point is always 0. So maybe this needs to be minus 22. Something like this. Okay. Then we can turn on the sound effects again. Okay, please don't do this. Like this. Where's that sound effect coming from? Getting crazy here. And there's the... Why is this called time warp? This is nothing. This is basically nothing. So we can remove this. I need to take a look at this sound effect. That's it. Okay, so what happened to the police car? Ah, okay. So, okay, I get it. Okay, okay. So, bro. I'm not even sure I need that. I don't think we need this. Let's move this down. Okay. We'll check this out. Okay, I think someone's synced now. I think we can try this in our actual level. Let's quickly save all. Okay. Recent levels, demo, and over here. Another crash, but it is what it is. Let's restart. Yeah, that's quite common when you work with Unreal Engine, to be honest. As far as I can see, it's quite common. In my experience, it's quite common. At the beginning, I also had some issues I caused with C++ programming. But yeah, as you can see right now, it was just happening without me doing anything in the code. So it is what it is. Let's see what happens when we play that. Perfect. Perfect. So what we only have to do is we have to disable Hutch. We have to disable Hutch. Why do we do this? Best we do it maybe. I already have this in code. Where is this? Ooh. Player. Okay. Over here in begin play, we do nothing. So what we can do in the future is we can go here and add some parameters for this. So we will add your property. New property will be hide on start. Hide and disable on start, which is originally false. It's also edit defaults only, and because we only want to edit it in the default object, it's instantiated by Unreal Engine anyway. So there's no case I can think of where I don't want to where I want to edit this in the instance. Blueprint, read bright. I don't think we need this. We don't edit for now, and we add category, which is going to be player character start up. So when this is the case, if this is true, then disable controls. The question is, didn't I enable it somewhere? So, okay. This is the one thing. And then we bind it to this function. Extract stop. Okay. So we never enable it in any way. We can remove this. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Unfinished. Okay. Yeah, okay. So maybe I can also disable the player from here actually. But whatever, we have to do it in any way. Disable abilities. Disable and hide. This is something from me? Yeah, it is. Disable input. Okay. Player controller. Okay, it's not from me. So let's see what happens. Actually, nothing. Because we can still move. But what we can do here is now we can go here and we can add. When I build this, of course, we don't have. We are not allowed to forget that we have to build this. And as soon as it's built, did it build anyway? It's succeeded. Okay, so we should have something like startup here now. Player character. We don't. Oh, startup. Okay, character base. Did I put it there? I'll put player character. Oh, it's abilities. Okay, so it seems like it didn't build. Let's try it again. Let's see what happens. Compiling. Yeah, it just seems like I never triggered the build. Now it is working, and we should have Boolean here in startup, and I can turn this on. And when I turn this on, I save this and I play the game, and players are there. Okay. But he is moving, and he can be controlled. So it seems like it didn't work completely as I intended to work. But on the other hand, I also don't want to use this. Okay, I don't want to use this, to be honest. I changed my mind. I will keep this function because who knows, maybe you need it. But I want to add it to this thing here actually. What we are going to do here is player on as to player, and if that's true, promote to variable. It's going to be player. So we move this down here. We do it like this, and then after the deal offers, we can also hide, disable and hide, enable and show. Okay, disable and hide, disable and hide the player. Okay. Okay, what we can do here is then we will go back into this. I think over here I also have somewhere something about the player. Position player to dummy. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. I think we can use this then. Is valid. So we'll do a valid check and then we'll do a valid check and then do this. And we'll also teleport him. So this sounds good. So what we'll do here is on begin play. Function initialize or not init player. We'll init the player here and then handle the rest from here. Okay, so this means when we go back, I turn this off here, right? Perfect, so this should automatically hide my player here. It does. The only problem is hide, disable and hide does not do what I want it to do. So player controller, disable input, PC, set actor hidden in game. Okay, this makes sense. So this is not doing what I want it to do. So let's maybe go back. Where is that? Here. Where's the player? Oh, there. Okay, we can close the rest, I think. Close all the tabs. And what we will do here is we will add this hide. Quickly before I continue here, we have this position player to dummy. Okay. Init on the player that unfinished. So I think what happens now is it is never getting visible again. It is, okay. I don't know why. It's somewhere buried within here somewhere. Maybe it's also inside that level sequence, to be honest. I will quickly start it up and check events. There it is. What is this? Just position player. Okay. So it is moving him to that position. I don't know what that is, to be honest. What we can do is enable and show and look for this function. Maybe we will find it somewhere. Not here. Enable and show. Also not here. Okay, I have absolutely no idea why this is turned on. Can also do a breakpoint here. Okay. Let's go back here. Let's close this. It's all right. Save all and then close this bad boy. And then let's run this in debug mode and take a look. Let's take a look at what we have. Okay. So when I start this, so it instantly comes into this, and then move on. Okay. Disabling input, and then sets the actor hidden in-game. Let's continue and see what happens. Okay. So this is more as to what I would expect. So this means... Okay, we can still use the input. The question is why? PC disable input. I do it like this. Does it want something from me? It's very weird. Okay, we have to quickly look that up. If there is any function we can use, but the question is, I have to really quickly check how that works. Player controller.h, and over here we have input actions, input mapping context, init input mapping context. Okay. Add mapping context subsystem. Let's see what Gemini says, if that's even possible. So let's move it here. Can I disable player input in Unreal Engine when using input mapping context? Yes, you can disable player inputs in Unreal Engine, but okay. Removing and adding mapping context. I get the enhanced input local player subsystem. You get a reference to the subsystem. Okay. Remove mapping context. Call this function passing the specific input mapping context you want to disable. Okay, so I have to remove the mapping context actually. Let's see what is this. What is this in mapping context? Mapping context. Okay. That's interesting. So maybe we have to rename this not to init mapping context, but to add mapping context. Makes sense. Okay. Add gameplay input mapping context. Play this. So when we go here, then we can also remove gameplay input mapping context, and for this we will do it like this, and then you can copy paste. We'll get the subsystem, okay, and then what we will do is remove mapping context. So this should work. Okay, so what we do here is we go back to the player, and maybe we can comment this out. What the hell? Player controller. All we want here is the player controller. I will make a function for this. Get Homebrew player controller. Something like this. A Homebrew player controller. This is not known, but that's not a problem. We'll forward cast it like this, and then it is known. All we only have to do here is we will have to define this function. So what we'll do here is return like this. Open, close, close, open, close. Nothing, okay. It's one too much. I like this, okay. So we will have to import this. For this we will include controllers and then the player controller. And then like this, okay. So then I can go here to something like this. And then I can go on and say remove default, which is not defined publicly. And that's an issue. Let's go back here. It's protected. We want it to be public, so I can call it from outside. So let's go back here, and then it should be remove default, remove gameplay input mapping context. And what we will do here is do the same. Paste this here. Turn this off. Okay. Now we'll add game implementing context like this, and then we will build this and see if it works. Okay, it seems to build, and if it builds, I don't know, did the engine, did I close the engine or did it crash? I don't know. Oh, it's wrong. This has to be the other way around. This is to add, and this is to remove. Like this. Okay, but whatever. We will just build it real quick. Now we have to close this as well. Let's close this. save this, and then let's start this. Yeah, it works. Okay. And then when he's there, does it enable? No, it never enables. So I can't play because it never enables it. But what we can fix that. We can fix that. Unfinished. Destroy the actor. No. Get home to player. Enable and show. And that's it. I think this should work. And now the system is working and adjustable to now it's working and adjustable to every level and every position. Great. So since we have that now, I can save this. We can do our commit. Don't forget to commit the stuff. Yeah, we improved startup sequence can now be used in every level at every position. Yeah, we want this as is. In every position, correctly disable and enable player. Okay. Commit this baby. Yeah, we can also add a comment here. Can actually remove it. I don't think this ever worked. And that's it. I am very thankful for everyone who watches this stream and has been following along, and maybe for those who will take a look at it in the future. I hope you enjoyed the session. It's some kind of a co-working development stream. Maybe I will also rename them in the future, so they are more like a co-working development stream than anything else. And for me, it's some kind of documentation of what I did and how the game looked like at this point in time. So thank you very much for staying with me in the stream, and have a good night. I wish you a good night.